Softball is the subject on Cards TV. I'm Sean Moth. This is the head coach of the Cards, Sandy Pearsall. Great to see you again. Cards are undefeated. They get to open at home. They face another undefeated team in Creighton. Let's see, 20 innings, 7 hits for the opponents. That's going to win you a lot of games, and it gets you 3 shutouts. And what a great home opening weekend.
Yeah, and I have to really praise my pitching staff. They did a very good job this weekend. Tori had a great outing. They both missed the no-hitter late in the game. Both of them gave up 1 hit.
Yeah.
They were both very disappointed by that, but by and large, they did a tremendous job. And we got, I think 6-7 innings of work out of Lenny, which Chelsea Leonard, which we've been wanting to get from her and we've struggled with, and she felt great and was excited and super happy to get that.
Got a mercy rule win on the first game, and then game 2, as we mentioned, Chelsea Leonard was 16 strikeouts to equal her career best. And if it's not enough to get a couple of shutouts, you finish out the doubleheader with a 3rd shutout. And your pitching staff obviously did great things, and the zeros on the board is going to win you every game. But you did have some hitters step up, and the 2, 3, 4 in your lineup have been really strong.
They have. They've been doing a great job. We needed, Kristen Austin seems to continue to plug along, and Jen Esteban in front of her, I think really does help her a lot. But I guess the big part there, we really needed Katie Keller to come up, and Katie Keller was so capable, and she definitely opened up. We did a lot of work on Thursday on her swing, and it seemed to have paid off. She felt more comfortable, and she went out there and cranked out a home run for us, which we've been needing from her. Again, some great clutch hitting on her part. Tanner Fowler continues to stay on fire. Alicja Wolny back in the lineup, which we needed, and she got some offense going too. So we're really doing great in that area, and then we're getting a little help at the bottom half too. They're not always as consistent in their help, but we're getting some great help from Hannah and from Kayla Soles and Manny. But really the other kid that's really picked it up is Whitney Arion. She has just done a tremendous job in the last few games getting on track, and there's a kid too that we needed on offensively because she's got a little bit of quickness and some great power. They
say a loose team is a dangerous team, and I have to believe at 12-0, there are only 5 undefeated teams in the nation. Of course, the Cards nationally ranked in both polls, but you guys have to be having fun, and that has to really make a difference.
Yeah, it's this group gets along extremely well. We have tremendous leadership on this team, great group of leaders in this team who help keep things going in the right direction. But whenever you're winning, everything is a lot more fun. Everybody's happy. The dugout's a little more loose. Everything is going well. So it definitely is a great experience, and it's certainly an honor to be one of those undefeated teams. It isn't easy in our sport anymore because it only takes one swing of the bat can make change in a game real quick.
No question, and don't be fooled. There's been some adversity that's been faced. The Cards have been able to win games late. That wasn't the case this past weekend, but it certainly could be this coming weekend. They head to Knoxville for the Tennessee Classic. They'll see Middle Tennessee. They'll see Memphis. They'll see the Dutch national team in a unique matchup. The host Tennessee Vols, which the Lady Vols always have a good squad, and Boston University. And it seems like the teams you face get better and better as the weekends go, and this weekend should be a great test for your group.
Yes, definitely. I think, we're not really sure what to think from the Dutch national team because nobody has a lot of information on them, so that's always kind of fun. Yeah. You actually go in there and just play the game based on what you already have. And, of course, for us, a key matchup will be Tennessee and how do we handle their speed and their power. They have a great pitcher in Ellen Renfro. And then I think the other thing is Boston is really another team that people might not always expect, but they're a very good team, and we've seen them before, and they're very good. And again, Memphis had a great year last year, and some teams are a little slower starting, so I don't know that you can count that anything that's happened in the last 2 weeks is what they really are until you actually play.
Yeah, and the first loss is going to happen eventually. I think the question for you and the coaching staff and the team will be, how do you respond? Do you let it happen and turn into a second loss, or do you respond from that? And I hope it doesn't happen this weekend, but if it does, I know you'll be eager to see how the team responds. Yeah,
I think, this team has great character. I mean, we've already had a lot of adversity over the course of the year, and they've handled everything quite well. Again, we would expect that should that loss come, we would step right back up and get right back at it and look at why did we lose that game, what do we need to do to be better. And as I told my team at the end of this weekend is, we're a good team, but we're not a great team yet, and we need to keep working hard.
Yeah, the Cards will continue to challenge themselves, and they'll do so in Knoxville this weekend before returning home for a big tournament. But we'll wait till next week to talk about that. Safe travel and best of luck to you and the team,
Thank
Sandy.
You.
For Sandy Pearsall, I'm Sean Moth. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk next week right here on Cards TV.